Kramer, it sounds like you're going to have a spot to begin the season at second base. What do you think you did to nail that down here in the fall and then again in the preseason?
Well, I think I just performed well throughout the fall and throughout the spring, and I've consistently improved. And I've been consistent offensively and defensively, I feel like, and I definitely feel like I earned the job.
We talked last fall, and you talked about some of the things you wanted to do. What were some of those things, and did you mark those off your checklist?
I want to be more consistently offensively and defensively, make sure I make all the routine plays, and then go make some spectacular plays as well, and I feel like I've done that. The bat has been pretty consistent for me, and I want to keep improving on that and carry it into the season for us.
What are some things you want to bring offensively? I know Coach has talked about your speed on the base paths for one. What are some other things you want to contribute?
I need to be a guy that can work the count, get on base any way I can, come up with clutch hits and RBIs, and understand my game. Maybe lay down a bunt every once in a while. Just do anything I can do to get on base and score runs.
I think I mentioned this to you before. You've got some surprising pop for a guy who's not muscle bound necessarily. Do you feel like you can be a guy that can produce runs when the chances are there?
Yeah, that's not really my job to hit home runs, but if the pitcher makes a mistake and I'm on a pitch, I'm definitely someone who can hit the ball out of the ballpark, but that's not something that I'm focusing on or trying to do. I'm trying to keep the ball on the ground, hit the ball the other way, but occasionally I might run into one and hit one out of the park.
I'm sure a lot of things kind of went into you being confident, more confident than maybe you were last year. I know in the fall, Coach worked you at shortstop a little bit, kind of looking ahead in the future. Was that a little bit of a shot in the arm for you, knowing that he wanted to see what you could do there, thinking down the road?
Yeah, I think so. He recruited me as a shortstop, and I knew coming in that obviously I was going to be there my freshman or sophomore year. But in the back of my mind, that's always been there. What if Bregman goes down? What if something happens? I need to be prepared. So I still take grounders pretty regularly at shortstop, and that's next year. I'm worried about this year, but when my time comes, I'll be ready.
How much more comfortable are you at second base now? Because you talked a lot about the nuances and making that switch, that it wasn't as easy as maybe you thought. Is it more natural now?
It is. It is. The more I'm out there, the more natural it becomes. This summer really helped me. This fall I was at shortstop most of the time, but I thought it'd be a transition going back this spring, but it really wasn't. I feel pretty comfortable, and I've worked hard every day, and I feel very, very confident out there, and as good as I've ever felt.